Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Brad Mower.
And this is IFXtra. So, how's your week been? We've had a busy week, haven't we? I've been busy on the social medias, doing the Twitter and the Facebook. I hope you're all following us, well, especially newbies, because they may not realise that we have Twitter and Facebook.
This is true. We've got links at the end of this video, but Play IFX on Twitter and Play Interference on Facebook.
Yeah, I showcased some awesome drawings, so yours might be on there. You don't even know.
This is very true.
Yeah, you should have a look. And, share and tweet and retweet. It's good fun. So, who did Interference and Chill this week?
Well, we're on quite a good roll, actually.
Ooh.
Ferret did it again.
Cool.
So, yeah, she was, it was a little bit longer than normal. We're kind of doing an hour normally these days, but she ran over a bit and just kept going because it was so much fun. But yeah, she did some live interactive drawing where the audience got to mess about with what she was doing. So things like controlling the palette, disabling undo, giving her extra time if you're feeling nice. And then you can see all of these items appear in the gallery, sometimes with strange colour choices because of what the audience decided to go for.
Okay.
But yeah, because we're all about like interactive streams.
Yeah.
Streams are cool. Watching someone play a game or something, but it's a bit more interesting when you can get involved. So what we're going to do is try something interesting next week. We haven't quite worked out the details of this, but it's almost certainly happening. So Interference and Chill on Wednesday, 7 p.m. UK time, mixer.com/interference. The next one, this is going to be a one-off in case it actually works really well, then we might try and do it regularly.
Yeah.
The next Interference and Chill will be a co-stream with Ferret playing Interference as per normal, and then I will be there as well, working on some of the interactive stuff. I mean, we don't know how well this is going to work. This is just a crazy idea that kind of came up in Interference and Chill chat this week. But what's going to happen is I'm going to try and make some new interactive stuff. We're then going to kind of send it up to the game that Ferret is playing. And then next time she starts a drawing, there'll be new interactive options that you can test out and you can let us know how they work.
Cool.
I mean,
that's kind of dangerous.
yeah. I mean, we used to do live development streams for Rogue Drones. We've never done one for Interference, but it could work. So yeah, you'll get to watch Ferret drawing as per normal, but then I'll also be there in a second stream window talking about how we make some of the interactive stuff and taking suggestions for things we can do. So I might try some of the stuff people have suggested over the last couple of weeks. We've had some ideas for what to do with the palette and things like that. So yeah, it could be fun. I mean, to be honest, it might not work at all, and we might be like, okay, let's not do this again. But if it does work out and it's interesting, we might look at maybe trying to do it on a regular-ish basis.
When you're both available.
Yeah, I think it's too complicated to do every week, but we could maybe do
one a month or every other month or something. We'll see. Anyway, so Interference and Chill. We don't know what we're calling this yet. It's sort of prototyped as, it's codenamed as like a D&D stream, like a draw and dev stream. Interference and Thrill. In case it goes wrong.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, exactly. I was just going to go for Interference and Code, but that sounds a bit boring, because swapping out the Chill for a code, because they both begin with C. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll come up with a name later. So Wednesday, 7 p.m. UK time, join Ferret and myself for Interference and Chill and fiddling about with it in real time. It will be interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's one word for it. Okay. Right, now it's time to see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to Ardwin Del Sylvester for Man Checks His Broken Down Car, Steam from the Engine, Scolds. I just love this. It's so expressive. It's like something from a comic book. It's got everything in there, including the That's amazing, Ardwin. Well done.
My favourite description this week was, I'm going to need those TPS reports ASAP by Ghostly Sun. Yeah, if you could just go ahead and make sure you put one of the new cover sheets on your TPS reports, that'd be great. and I'll go ahead and make sure you get a Description of the Week award for this. Nice work, Ghostly Son.
Community Pick of the Week this week goes to Sack Chicken for Mouse Drinks the World. That's an amazing picture of the mouse drinking all the oceans of the world. Wow. Well done, Sack Chicken. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
Cool. Now we're going to see what we were doing last week in the forums. So last week, with it being the beginning of the month, we were actually playing a forum game. And it's one that I made up myself.
Very good.
So you had to take a saying or a title of a book or a film and then put all the words into alphabetical order. And then the next person had to unscramble it and get the right title and then leave a puzzle for the next person. That's working quite well, isn't it?
Yeah. People still having a go at it.
Yeah. So it's still on the forums if you want to play.
Yeah, just called Alphabetical. You just find it in general discussion. Yeah. I was going to post... I can't do it in real time. I'd need to see it written down. I was going to do So Long and Thanks for All the Fish, Douglas Adams. And it's already been in there twice.
Wow.
Because, it's such an awesome book title.
Yeah, because you need to look for book titles that are quite long in order to bamboozle people.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't work with a film like Jaws or something,
really,
would it?
No.
Yeah.
Or something that's already in alphabetical order as well. A few of those, surprisingly.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're going to see what we're going to be talking about this week in the forums. This week we are asking, can you give us your podcast suggestions? There are so many out there to choose from. We'd love to know which ones you listen to. I've listened to some crime ones like Death in Ice Valley. Also love comedy. My current favourite is The Skewer from BBC Radio 4 here in the UK. Check them out.
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list.
Cool. Now don't forget, tomorrow night is quiz night. We love quiz night.
Yeah, if you've not seen this before, every Sunday at 7 p.m. UK time over on mixer.com/interference, we run Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week. It's a live interactive quiz show, a bit like watching a TV quiz, except instead of shouting the answer at the screen, you can play along against the rest of the audience. Yeah,
I've chosen 5 artists to be featured this week for the round. So we've chosen Absurd, Ardwin Dale Sylvester, which is an awesome name, Cody X00, Saskitchewan, Chicken, and the Merry Cricket.
We need to practice more.
Yeah, sorry about that. But, can you remember who won last week?
If we have a look at last week's leaderboard, we can see that Grinning Goose finished in the top spot, followed pretty closely by Rubberfish, and then a 3-way tie for 3rd place. We had Jess, Lanky Orchid, and Gored. So they were all just over. Well, I say just over. They were all over 200. Yeah. Which is, where we kind of like to think if the winner gets 200, that's quite good. Yeah. But Goose almost got a perfect round, as someone pointed out.
Quite.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So
this week.
Well, exactly. If you think you could maybe take on Goose, then we'd love to see you Sunday night, 7 p.m. UK time. It is. It's kind of interesting seeing we're getting some new names coming in.
I know. We had quite a few new players recently, so we're getting bigger and bigger leaderboard.
Well, exactly, yeah.
So
cool. One thing that Dr. Ridout has been doing is laying down challenges to people on Twitter. So if you do know anyone that you think would be into a bit of live interactive quiz, it is like a pub quiz, really, then, why not lay down a challenge on Twitter or Facebook or wherever and invite them along. Yeah. Exactly.
Cool. Okay, well, I think that's all the news for this week, so it just goes to say...
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved at playinterference.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX or on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also now got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference where you can give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, adding in new features to the quiz, looking after cats, all of these other things that we do for you. You do get some perks as well, kind of similar to the supporter program for Interference. You can also get a custom intro for when you're playing the quiz as well. But yeah, patreon.com/interference if you want to check that out. We really appreciate your support.
Okay, we'll see you again next Saturday.
Yeah, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.